Caitlin Clark is really just taking over the damn golf world.
Did you catch what just happened at the Masters? Caitlin Clark made a surprise appearance and completely stole the show. She was featured on the official Masters YouTube channel, and golf.com highlighted her presence in their tweets.
It is my understanding, and this was some kind of a promotion going on as part of NetJets.
But there was one unexpected twist that made this moment stand out. Caitlin Clark pointed out something rarely discussed about the Masters, the phone-free environment. She shared how that unplugged atmosphere offers a refreshing escape, something she personally connects with as a way to step away from the intense world of basketball. Much like Steph Curry electrifies fans with his crossover moves, Clark's insight resonated with audiences from both sports worlds.
But Caitlin Clark, of course, is there, and a lot is coming out about the Indiana Fever, the WNBA star, the biggest star in women's sports, in my opinion.
Caitlin Clark brought a whole new energy to the Masters. The moment she stepped onto the iconic grounds of Augusta National, the focus shifted. It wasn't just about golf anymore. Her presence sparked a conversation that reached far beyond the tournament itself.
You're seeing her go and be used by other sports to push to the other sports, to promote the other sports. And that would be what the WNBA should be doing.
Asterisk, Clark's connection to golf runs deeper than most people realize. She's been involved with the golf community for years, even taking part in the Annika Prom tournament in Florida. It's clear she's not just a high-profile guest. She's a true sports enthusiast who values the game's traditions and subtleties.
She attended the round 2 of the Masters. She played in 2 Pro-Ams this offseason. Yeah, she's going to do the Annika again.
Her presence sparked a fascinating response. While some golf traditionalists question the spotlight on a basketball star at such a revered event, that very tension underscored the importance of this cultural crossover. Moments like these, where women's basketball and golf intersect so visibly, are rare, and they mark a shift in how we view sports and the athletes who shape them.
Number one, let's just start here. How about this photo right here? Noah Kahan, Jim Nance, the legendary Jim Nance, who, of course, is flawless calling the Masters. Caitlin Clark right here, and Peyton Manning.
The images from Augusta captured the essence of a remarkable moment. Caitlin Clark stood alongside icons like Peyton Manning and legendary broadcaster Jim Nance, looking completely at home. These snapshots quickly swept across social media, bridging the worlds of basketball and golf. One especially viral photo showed her in conversation with golf royalty, racking up thousands of shares within hours. Even golf.com couldn't ignore the buzz, tweeting about her appearance during round 2, as if a revered country club had just welcomed a rock star.
But let's take a look. So you can see golf.com. Caitlin Clark is a big fan of threes no matter what the sport. Madness. You have golf.com tweeting about her. So this is her talking about the Masters.
Caitlin Clark's impact goes far beyond the basketball court. She's become a cultural icon at a time when women's sports are gaining unmatched visibility. Her presence alone draws millions of eyes, turning every appearance into a moment that resonates across the sports world and beyond.
She was also on a YouTube show on the Masters YouTube channel called Under the Umbrellas, and she talked about how invested all the fans are, all the celebrity, anybody that's there.
Exactly. Wherever Caitlin Clark goes, attention follows. So it's no surprise she became a focal point at Augusta, even taking time to sit down for an interview during the event.
I'm talking about having no cell phones and how peaceful that is. I would love to go to this thing. I got to tell you right now. But how invested everybody is, how peaceful it is.
Clark revealed that at Augusta National, she was experiencing something she often longs for, but rarely finds in basketball arenas: peace. Where the Masters placed her in front of the camera, she spoke about what makes Augusta so unique compared to any court she's ever played on: the tranquility, the silence, and the profound sense of being fully present. It made Augusta feel like an entirely different world.
It's just so different than everything else. There's really just nothing like this. And I think, honestly, the aspect of, like, not having your phone is so unique. like, you can tell everybody is so invested, and they're really just there to watch the greatness of athletes. And even the golfers talking about it after their rounds, like, they feel a different level of engagement from the fans too, and how invested they are, and you're really just living in the moment. And I think as a professional athlete, like, you can empathize with that, and I think that's really cool. And then,
Can you imagine being Caitlin Clark right now, with cameras always on you, millions of eyes tracking every move, and the weight of transforming an entire sport on your shoulders? Yet when she spoke to the Masters' official YouTube channel, Clark focused on something that sets Augusta National apart in today's sports world: the absence of smartphones.
feel like a normal fan getting to follow on the course, and even talking to, like, I saw Josh Allen and Luke Combs and a few others last night. Like, that's what we all love about it. It's like you're just one of the normal fans walking around doing all the same exact stuff, and there's just like a peacefulness about it. So I would put that up there at probably number one, because it's just so different. Like, there's really nothing like this. And
In a world overwhelmed by screens, Augusta National stands as a rare sanctuary where the gentle rustle of pine needles replaces the constant buzz of notifications, and soft applause fills the air instead of the clicking of cameras. Caitlin Clark, who has spent years under the spotlight of women's basketball, found something truly refreshing in the Masters' presence. It's a nice way to get away from basketball and the reality of every single day, she shared, savoring the peace that comes from being outdoors, unplugged, and grounded.
maybe the weather we're getting spoiled with is making me a bit biased, but it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and the Masters also attracts so much off of the golf course. You went to Noah Kahn left. I'm
Noah
sure there
Kahn.
were
I'm
all
a big
sorts
Noah
of-
Kahn fan, so yeah, you can't go wrong. There's a lot of concerts, a lot of different things to do, a lot of people here that you get to meet, and that's what most.
While arenas are filled with digital distractions and the constant pressure of performance, Augusta provides Clark with a rare sanctuary. For the projected #1 WNBA draft pick, it's not about seeking more attention, it's about stepping away from it. She arrives at one of the world's most prestigious sporting events not to compete, but to embrace the calm of a phone-free environment. It's a moment for her to reconnect with herself, not as an athlete or icon, but simply as someone in need of stillness.
The weather we're getting spoiled with is making me a bit biased, but it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and the Masters also attracts so much off of the golf course. You went to Noah Kahn left. I'm sure there were all
I'm a big
sorts
Noah
of-
Kahn fan, so yeah, you can't go wrong. There's a lot of concerts, a lot of different things to do, a lot of people here that you get to meet.
For all the glitz and glamour we often associate with professional sports, Clark's appreciation for Augusta's peaceful atmosphere reveals something profound about what athletes truly value. Not the spotlight or the accolades, but the quiet moments of authentic connection with the sport they love, surrounded by fans who are fully present rather than caught up in recording the moment.
Such a nice way to get away from basketball and what your reality is every single day, and just to do something where you can, like, calm your mind and be away from people and be outside. I think one of my favorite stories is when Steph Curry, I think it was the playoffs, and I think it was the finals, they had just lost, and he didn't play very well. And the next day they had off, and he didn't want to go to the gym, he wanted to go to the golf course and just hit balls. And then the next day he came out and had like 45 points and shot really well.